This is a Heeb Media podcast.
Okay, hello, welcome to Yenta, everybody.
Welcome to Yenta,
the podcast that's sometimes about comedy, sometimes about Judaism, and always about gossip. Today we have an incredible guest.
She's literally the biggest star on the Jewish internet. We have Miriam Anzovin. You also have a tagline, which I'm obsessed with, which is Miriam exists at the intersection of Sepharia and Sephora.
And in some places in people's minds where I live rent-free.
For those of you who don't know, Sepharia is an online resource where they've just compiled every Jewish text that you can get online.
And for those who don't know in the other direction, Sephora is a place where you can buy very expensive makeup and skincare products.
We met each other on TikTok because we were both doing Jew TikTok stuff. I'm obsessed with your internet presence because the content you make is incredible, but you also are in the comments section of every person you love, fighting their trolls.
Oh, yeah.
What are your tactics for fighting internet trolls?
I troll trolls. This is what I do. And it's a means, I think, of Jewish self-defense.
Yeah.
Mainly, I'm in the comment sections of other female creators or non-binary creators or someone who does not fit the status quo accepted look for what a Jewish person online should be. So one thing that I do really love to do because of my Talmudic learning is use ancient disses for modern trolls. If I may show you a book real quick.
Yes.
Please. It is called Talmudic Insults and Curses by Arthur E. Helft. I cannot recommend this highly enough. The only true death threat that I have received came after I used one of these insults on a man who told me that he knew Talmud more than I did. I used an insult out of here. He did not know it was from the Talmud. Go figure. And then he got really, really in his feelings about it, very much so. So use it with caution. Insult? I told him his teacher was a reed cutter in a swamp. And he felt some type of way about that.
Oh, damn.
A reed cutter and a swamp?
The gist of it is you're uncouth. You are unlearned. All you do is you live in a swamp and you cut reeds. Now, fun fact, I actually do know somebody whose job that was. And for that person, I do not mean any actual offense. That is legitimate. And I said, I hope you know that it's hashtag not all reed cutters in a swamp. The thing that I really love to do, particularly this is for men who say women shouldn't be learning Talmud, it's to use one of these great lines from Beruria, who is the female sage of the Talmud. A man stops her while she's minding her business. She's got shit to do. So this rabbi comes up to her while she's just walking on, like you do. We're walking, right? Man comes up to us. Great. Yay. And he goes, oh, which way? Which is the right way to load? Are we going this way? Are we going that way? And she's like, foolish Galilean. Didn't the sages say talk less to women? She's saying, shut the fuck up, basically. Talk to the hand. I'm not interested. Bye. But she's also weaponizing the words of the sages to get them to fuck off. And I love doing that too, weaponizing the Talmud in my own self-defense and in the defense of other people online. So I really, they say the Talmud has no lessons for us in the modern era. They're wrong.
Where are you in the 7.5 years?
We're 6 years in.
Oh my God, Miriam. And do you know what you're going to do for the celebration at the end?
Well, cry a lot.
Yes.
Here's my hope. I didn't begin recording videos. I didn't start making videos until 2 years after I'd begun learning Talmud. The new cycle where kind of everyone begins the same day was January 5th, 2020. And then, I was learning, but I didn't start filming until December of 2021. Because the pandemic was happening, everybody was filming stuff. That's how we connected with each other, through trying to do this online and create interesting content and appreciate other people's interesting content. And that's how we build community.
But so you're missing those 2 years? Right. Are you gonna?
So I have gone back and done a few of them, but if I can, what I would like to do is guide people through, because people have told me, I'm gonna start doing it in the new cycle because of you. I wanna be there as their slightly younger Gandalf.
Yeah. Yes.
To help them on this journey, on this quest And also, the truth is that there's stuff from those 2 years that I don't recall that well, because part of the reason I do the videos is to help me retain what I'm learning. So I really want to review and go back over those 2 years.
And doing full
Some of the best stuff happens then.
makeup looks.
Full fucking beat.
You really,
What
you
is
really
that?
dug yourself into a hole.
I did. Yes.
But you must
Yes,
pre-batch recordings.
No, it has to be that
Wow.
day. Because I don't know what's going to happen until I learn that day. So I will start at like 7:30, 8 in the morning, and I won't actually be done and posted with everything until like 5. And then after that, I post, and then I will reply to people on every single platform that I post on. I am so very lucky. I am so very lucky to have a community of people who are learning with me as I do this, and they're very supportive, to have been able to get like artists, art fellowships and grants.
Yeah.
Because people find value in this work, when I really thought 5 people tops would ever see it, who were all like millennial feminists like me, being like, the fuck
Yes.
are we learning here?
I do want to join you for the next full
Me
cycle.
too. Me
like,
too.
Legitimately.
In 2 years.
It begins with such great shit. The first like couple pages, bangers. So many demon related
Yes.
Oh,
questions.
here we go.
Lots of
Demon.
The other thing I love, other than learning about their personalities and like their lives, is learning about all the demon stuff. Absolutely.
What is
love it
what
to death.
What terror was wrought by a demon today?
There's one demon that particularly hangs out in cups you have on your nightstand that are full of water that it's kind of stale. And I have a problem, this is just a fun fact about me, where I have like 5 to 10 cups.
Sure, a cup
And so
goblin.
I know that demon
Yes.
lives with me now.
Absolutely.
Should we get to your
Yeah.
gossip, Miriam?
These are just some
Great.
fun facts about gossip in the Talmud, and like how men talking and women talking
Incredible.
serve different functions and are thought of very differently. I do this one every time I do a workshop about the Shabbat rituals, about like, well, how do you enjoy Shabbat, right? We're supposed to enjoy Shabbat. And one of the things people might enjoy, talking in shul, right?
Yes.
Talking in shul, right? Okay, let's say it's not during services, but after, you want to schmooze with people you know and you like and you haven't seen them, right? This is from Shabbat 119. Rav Sheshet would give a lecture on Shabbat, and in the summer, he would put everybody listening in a place where the sun would definitely hit them. And in the winter, he would put them in the shade. Why? Because he didn't want them to get comfortable. He wanted them to leave quickly after the talk and not chit-chat with their friends, because that was not in his version how to, truly treat Shabbat with sanctity. And this other guy, Rabbi Zera, would go up to people who were talking quietly, and he'd be like, do not desecrate Shabbat by failing to delight in Shabbat.
The way you're having fun right now,
was a
you're
buzzkill.
doing a bad job having fun.
So then, as to like, what is a rumor and when do you believe it? There's this one for like, if you think your wife is having an affair, which is
That's a big
obviously,
one.
if a rumor doesn't stop, it has to be taken seriously only if the slandered one has no enemies. But if he has enemies, then it can be assumed.
Love
He was
that.
talking shit.
So you just have to have a
So
bunch of
the
enemies,
best course of action is to have
Yes.
haters.
which we all have
That you can
plenty.
say,
Check.
We're good.
About a month after I started creating videos, somebody from the Forward wrote an article, which was really lovely, but somebody saw that article and decided to slide into my DMs. And that person was Brett Ratner,
That's so
director, producer,
crazy.
pervert,
Yeah.
Notable canceled
Me Too
pervert.
canceled pervert,
What has
Brett
he made?
fucking Ratner.
What did he say?
I don't remember exactly what he said the first time. Just like something about me being beautiful or like whatever.
Oh,
And
he's
I did
sliding
respond.
into like flirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I
yeah. This wasn't
thought
like,
he
hey,
was
I'd love to work on
sliding
a project
into,
together,
like,
or hey,
shit on-
I'm studying
yeah.
Talmud. I'd love to study Talmud with you.
Right.
So a year goes by, and then in January 2023, the same thing happens. And this time, I was like, you know what the fuck? So I made a video and I posted it where I showed the screenshot of what he had sent to me. And I think what I did actually in the video, if I'm remembering right, is I used one of the anti-demon incantations to get him to go away
I love
by
that.
means of, I blocked him in the end. It was like how to get them to disappear by you remove one letter from their name until nothing is left.
That's so
block
funny.
That's incredible.
And so that's what I did.
I wonder how Brett Ratner like tries to pick people up in his DMs. Like, what is he?
He
saying?
might be married now. I don't know.
And I'm sure he's still DMing people.
Yeah.
Where can the people find you? What do you want to plug?
I am Miriam Anzovin. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Blue Sky, Threads, Mastodon, and on Safaria, where I post
Source sheets.
not only the videos, but all the text that go along with it. So you can tell that I'm not actually making up anything. It really says that.
You're the best. Yenta listeners, you're the best.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
This is a Heeb Media podcast.